Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 1st, 2026. Hard to believe it's already June the 1st, but it's already here. Well, I hope everybody had a great Monday out there so far, but it's a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country, also your tropical outlook as well, and we do not have any tropical activity across the tropical Atlantic, but we do have a few little disturbances over here in the Eastern Pacific. A little system here, another little system right here. We'll talk about that in tonight's video. Also, we're going to take a look at your local forecast for your Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map. Also, take a look at the storm prediction center outlook for day 2, 3, and 4. And also take a look at the Columbia, South Carolina weather radar as well. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, like the video, share the videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we was talking about this here. A little cluster of showers and storm has a chance of developing into a tropical cyclone. This system here has another tropical development here, and there's something tropical as well in the Eastern Pacific. This little system here, this is what we've been watching here. Something still could spin up sometime later this month. Later this week. So it could be off the East Coast. Some computer models are hinting at something maybe off the Southeast Coast and lifting away from the region. But this system here, right here, we need to monitor it. And this little system here moving off just north of the Bahamas, need to monitor that for development. Possibly could, because it's already tropical season as we speak. We got some activities east of South America, scattered activity across South America, Central America. Got some activity across the Yucatan Peninsula, down into Mexico, also into Texas. Scattered activity elsewhere from North Texas through portion of Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, through the Dakotas. Also over here in Louisiana to the Carolinas. Also over here in areas of Missouri. Got some more activity across Virginia, a little bit up towards St. John's Island. Over here, a little bit around Nova Scotia. And you can see some more activity over here in Montana to Washington State. And you can see another storm system moving into the Pacific Northwest, which will move into Washington, Oregon, and California region over the coming hours and next couple of days. So, alrighty, so there's your tropical weather outlook and the satellite imagery across the lower 48. Alright, let's move on into your local forecast now. And it should shape up something like this here across the board. And as you can see, we got some flash flooding and heavy rain reports of Texas, and also New Mexico, and also North Dakota. Severe weather from Nebraska to Kent through the Dakotas as well. A little bit of mixed precipitation right on the Canadian-U.S. border into Montana. Shower activity through Idaho, Montana, and also a little bit over here in ports of Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine. Then we got thunderstorms and showers elsewhere from eastern Montana to the Dakota, Minnesota to Kansas to Texas to Mexico to Colorado to Louisiana, southern Arkansas to the Florida Keys, northern Gulf, portion of the Atlantic, also portion of the Carolinas up to West Virginia, and also through eastern Kentucky and Tennessee. So otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's roll on into your Wednesday forecast now, and should roll out something like this here. And you can see the weather features, low pressures, high pressures, cold fronts, and warm fronts as well in your forecast area. So we don't even have to mention that. We're just going to show you what the precipitation is going to be here. Alright, we got some severe weather for portions of Minnesota through the Dakotas, northern Nebraska, heavy rain and flash flooding over portions of Texas to the panhandle of Texas, southeast New Mexico. Thunderstorms and showers over here in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana, through Texas, all the way up to the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, to Colorado, New Mexico, to Louisiana, southern Mississippi and Alabama, Big Bend area of Florida, southern Georgia to the Florida Keys, a little bit across the eastern Carolina coastal waters, all the way up to eastern Virginia and around the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright. Let's roll on into the current watches warning advisory map of your location across the nation, and we'll show you that in just a couple of seconds. And here we go. Alright, we're going to start off down here in the Hawaiian Chain Island first. This time we have something to do with a active volcano. We have ash fall advisory down in the southern Hawaiian Chain Island. We have a volcano erupting down there in the Hawaiian Chain Island, and there's some ash falling. So there's an ash falling advisory down in the Hawaiian chain island. The Alaska region, we have some small craft advisories and storm warnings there. Storm warnings, small craft advisory, gale warning from Oregon State to Southern California, also for Southern South Carolina up to New York City. Alright, now we're going to go into the lower 48. Alright, we got severe thunderstorm watches, warnings, and tornado warnings in effect from Nebraska, portion New Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, and Kansas. Also Arkansas to Mississippi to southern Georgia and Alabama to Panhandle, Florida. The blues are special severe weather statements. The yellow-orange color is severe thunderstorm warnings, and there's that tornado warning there in areas of Colorado. Special weather statement for northern Michigan and also Minnesota. Couple over here in portions of Minnesota. I mean not Minnesota, Montana. Getting the states mixed up, but there we go. We get it straightened out. Wind advisories up here in the areas of Montana. Flood watches and flash flood warnings in effect up here for areas of Montana. Air quality alerts down in Arizona. Also Texas. One county with a flash flood warning. We have a flash flood warning in Texas. And you can see a few severe thunderstorm warning for North Texas and Oklahoma. And a flash flood warning also for Mississippi. And river flood warnings also continue from Missouri. Also down in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. And a few special weather statements across South Carolina also. Alright, now let's roll on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook. And this is for day number 2, which is Tuesday. Alright, have a marginal risk down here across from Dalton, Alabama to Jacksonville, Florida, Tallahassee, Florida to Melbourne, Alabama to just north of Miami. Then again over here from Lubbock, Texas, all the way to McCook to Grand Fork, Minnesota. Then we have a Rapid City to Bismarck. Slight risk elsewhere, just general thunderstorm from Montana to Texas to the Carolinas and up toward West Virginia, southern Florida, Florida Keys, and up to Minnesota. Alright, let's roll on into your tornado probability. We have a 2% across portion of eastern Wyoming, portion of Nebraska, Nebraska and the Dakotas. Damaging winds rolls out like this, 5 and 15%. You can see 5% along the Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. And then again from Texas, New Mexico up through the Dakotas. Also in that 15% risk area, which is slight risk from Kansas to the Dakotas as well. And that will be up to about 60 miles per hour wind gusts expected in there as well. Large hail expected. You can see in that yellow slashed area. Could be some golf ball, baseball size hail in that area. And then 5 to 5% in the brown and 15% in the yellow, which is a slight risk for severe weather. Large hail, that is. Alright, now let's roll on into Storm Prediction Center day number 3 outlook. And we have about the same locations: North Texas all the way through the Dakotas, Minnesota, marginal risk from Valentine to Grand Forks, slight risk. And then we have a general thunderstorm from areas of Washington, Oregon State to Montana to the Dakotas to Texas to Minnesota, Michigan, Louisiana, and also down towards southern Alabama through the Florida Panhandle and all the way down toward the Florida Keys. Probability rolls out like this: 5 and 15% across that area from Texas through the Dakotas and Minnesota. Alright, we already got a highlighted risk for severe weather for day number 4, which is 15%, around portion of Nebraska, South Dakota, also northeast Wyoming, and southeastern areas of Montana. Slight risk of severe weather, and a marginal risk will outlook this area on day number 3. Alright, Columbia, South Carolina weather radar across the area. Everybody in South Carolina, we got thunderstorms from Spartanburg to Lancaster to Sherrill to Camden, over towards areas of the PD region, over towards the Lumberton area, over toward from Orange, just north of Orangeburg, down towards Charleston. Beaufort might get a few thunderstorms just northeast of you guys, but this is where the corridor of the precipitation will continue to build through the remainder of the evening. As that front slowly sags to the south, some of the precipitation will begin to move to the south and west. But right now, along that front draped about across North Carolina, the precipitation looks to remain right along that frontal boundary from Spartanburg, we might as well say the I-26 corridor from the mountains to the Charleston area and to the north and east. So alright, well, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos. We'll catch you back in the next ones. Have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.